What's up, everybody? Glad to have you. Welcome, Coffee with a Killer. I'm in the other layout because this layout has this massive, like, iPad that's this big, and I wanted to color a little bit today. Before we get too crazy, can you guys hear me? Okay. I'm in the other layout. Sounds like it. We're good. Cool. So I want to talk about a couple things, and if you're new to the show, I normally go live for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. I talk about different things that I've experienced in the past multiple decades being an entrepreneur, working with people that are trying to get financially free. So I get the privilege, and this is kind of a unique scenario, but I get the privilege of working with people that are investing millions of dollars and people that are investing hundreds of dollars. So there's a difference and there's a correlation here that I want to show you guys. So let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Looks like we got about 8 people on live. Where are you guys tuning in from? I'm going to get this screen shared for you. If I can. No, no. Not that one. Not that one. Window. Let me pull this up here. We normally have multiple countries. We normally have all sorts of stuff going on. Where we at, guys? Where are you guys tuning in from? Here's my screen. All right. Uniontown, Ohio. Nah, I don't believe you. All right, so I'm gonna make sure you guys can see this okay. And we gonna draw now. We're gonna draw. See if Josh takes a trade over here in the background. Do it. We got Michigan, we've got Cleveland, Uniontown, we got Charlotte. Okay. Stop me if you've heard this one before. A lot of times, a lot of people, they really feel like they're just going in this crazy like process. Like let me make this smaller. They're making money. They've got these bills that they've got to pay. They've got, I don't know, maybe savings, and then they just have to kind of continue this process. I'm assuming that a lot of you guys kind of feel like you're in this circle here. More specifically, a lot of you guys in this circle, what you're trying to do is you're trying to figure out how to save your way out of having to go to your job and get money. This is really dangerous for a lot of reasons. Number one is I hate whatever this drawing tool is. Number one, it's straight up not going to work, guys. Straight up, it's not going to work. Number two, it is so hard that you're going to get frustrated to the point of not even wanting to give this a shot. Like, you're not even going to want to frickin' try because of number one, obviously it's not working, it's hard. And number three is it's going to take you more time than you have. So let's just say that you are trying to save your way to any sort of finances. All right, dude, I've got $10,000 in my savings account. All right, man, I've got $20,000 in my savings account. Maybe you do really well and you've got 50,000. Maybe you've got, I don't know, 60,000. And this savings account is starting to grow a little bit. All right, dude, I got 70 grand. First of all, how much time do you think it would take you to get 70 grand worth of money saved up? A while, right? A while. Maybe all your life, maybe most of your life. You guys know that it costs more than 60 grand a year to support your elderly parents. What's more than 60 grand a year? So what are you going to do? Just like not take care of your mom and dad if they need help? Let's say both of them are alive. You're looking at $11,000 a month. Well, it just took you 15 years to save up 20 grand. You turn that down maybe just a smidgen, my friend. Josh is always over here listening to his music so doggone loud. Okay, so again, guys, it's taking you 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years to get 70 grand worth of money. You can't even take care of your parents for a year. True or false? Does that work? Does that work? No. Right? I mean, maybe you guys are smarter than me and you're like, nah, I can take care of my parents for $500. Wonderful. Okay, so here's the other thing people do is they say, let's just say that your expenses are, I don't know, 5K. Okay. Your expenses are 5K. And again, you start working even harder and harder and harder, and your income, you're probably a bit like this. Okay. Your income's just barely above your expenses. And what you do is you try to take this income, this little bit of income that you have right here, and you try to throw that into your savings. Okay. So what you try to do is you try to increase your income. Right or wrong? This here is also a pretty big problem because this is very cyclical. There's no end here, right? Like this never stops. This just keeps on going and going and going. Well, Jordan, I want my income to go up. Cool, man. As you do that, your expenses go up. Anybody know why? A couple reasons. Inflation, cost of goods, lifestyle. Who knows the biggest one that I'm not even going over yet? Who knows the big one? Let's see if Josh knows here, if no one else can guess it. Inflation, cost of good, your lifestyle goes up. What's the big one that we're forgetting here that is going to cost you the most amount of money? Starts with a T. Rhymes with access and faxes. So literally, guys, you can spend your whole life and you can spend all your time trying to make more money, but your expenses are like right there. If anything, they're like 8 to 10 months behind your income going up. So your savings account will absolutely, positively never, ever, ever, you'll never be able to outsave or out earn over here. That's never going to work. Ever, ever, ever. The only thing that works, really quick, by the way, I'm a big fan of this one here. This is income. I'm a really big fan of income. I think you should make tons of money. I think you should just crush it. I think you should be really, really smart. The only thing that's going to work for you is if your PI, passive income, gets up above your expenses. That's the only thing that works. So let's say you guys are tuning in from Black Gold Trading and you're thinking about like, I'm doing prop firms and this and that and this and that. Great. Trading is not passive income. Trading is this one right here, income. It's this. Okay? You've got to get your income and you need to buy passive income. Okay? Well, how do I do that? Well, we talk about it a lot. This bad boy's got to get up and above. It's got to get all the way up here. Now, if you are struggling financially and you're thinking to yourself, man, like Jordan, that makes sense and that's cool and whatever. I've heard this before. Well, if you've heard it before, why aren't you doing it? Like, maybe let's start there. Why aren't you doing it? I'm gonna throw this out there for you guys, and I'm probably the only person that'll ever tell you this. Josh just perked up. He's like, wait, what? Wait, what? I'm probably the only person that's ever going to tell you this. If your money if this is hard to read, what it says is money equals like 1K to 5K. If you're in a spot right now where your finances are very low, you don't have a lot of money, here's the thing I'm going to tell you that probably no one else will tell you. Shoot your shot. Here's what I mean. This money here, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, but that money there is so small and, insignificant. Again, I'm not trying to be mean here. It's so small and so insignificant. Like, especially if you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, you're not gonna save enough to get free. That's not gonna happen, right? And honestly, this 1K to 5K is borderline enough to even get you enough money to buy passive income. So shoot your shot. And what that means is, like, go spend a grand and hire a mentor. Go spend $2,500 and start a business. Go buy multiple prop firms or like whatever it is that you do. Go do that. Because literally you don't have enough money right now to do anything with it. So you might as well like kind of roll the dice a little bit. You might as well take a little bit of a risk. You might as well shoot your shot. Go all in. So let's say you have 1K, and let's just say that you mess that up. 1K. And that 1K goes completely down the drain. It's all gone. Guess what? It's such a small number. You can go get 1K back very quickly. Do it again. Go all in. Like literally, go all in. What do you have to lose? You don't even have you don't really have any money. It's funny though. People that don't have a lot of money, maybe this isn't funny. I find this funny. People that don't have a lot of money, this is what they do. They hoard it. They hoard it as if it was $1 billion. Like they hold on to it so tight that it like damages their freaking hand. They act as if it is millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. It's not. Josh, how much money did you make yesterday? Hold on, I'm gonna give him a microphone real quick just so we can talk into it. How much money did you make yesterday?
12K.
12K. $12,000. How much did it cost you for those 3 accounts? Like, what did you pay for them?
It was less than $200. 60 bucks.
Okay. That's a good example of shoot your shot. Not that Josh only has 260 bucks to his name, but that's a good example. Guess what? 12K, if that was a payout or whatever. Guess what? Now you buy money. Is this a foreign concept to anybody? Because it's okay if it is. What do you mean buy money? What do you mean buy money? Most people are used to buying things that don't do anything for them. I bought a car, great. I bought a guitar, great. I bought an Xbox. I bought this. I bought that. I bought it. New furniture. I bought. You're not buying money. What you're doing is buying. You're buying expenses. That's it. That's all you're doing. So most people are not used to ever buying money. What do you mean buy money? Yeah, you can buy money. I watched Josh do it the other day. What he did was he took $1,000. Took $1,000. He bought money over time. Guess what? If you take this money over time, this is why broke people stay broke. They never shoot their shot. They never go all in. They hoard their money. They don't realize that they're only buying expenses and that they're never buying money. Anybody have any questions? Does this make sense? Same page? Does this make sense? You cannot save your way out of this problem. You cannot get out of this problem by just putting money away. You cannot get out of this problem by just putting money into like low cap things like the S&P 500 and all of that. Unless you have a massive amount of money, it's not going to work for you. I'm going to put $1,000 in the S&P 500. Great. After a year, it made you like $30 fucking dollars. How's that helpful? I just told you it cost 5,000. Here's the average. I'll show you right now. How is that helpful? What does that do for you? Well, over time, Jordan, no, over time, in like 25 years, you're going to be getting $300 from whatever the S&P 500. The projected median cost for assisted living in 2025. The reason why I bring this up is either your parents are probably at that age, or you're going to be there before long. 20, 30, 40 years, you're going to be there too. Either way. Okay, this is like kind of towards the end of your life. Projected to be about $5,500 to $5,676 per month per person, varying significantly based on location, the size of the living space, the level of care required. What that means is, what does that mean, Josh? Based on the level of care required. So it's cheaper if you get worse care, right? It's cheaper if you get less care. Huh? Yes. For them, yes. Josh over here crushing it. Josh over here crushing it. My point is like you guys are doing things that even at the end of your life won't be enough. Saving, investing in this low cap shit. You probably need to shoot your shot. You probably need to like wisely go all in. Does this make sense? Am I is this like ringing any bells here? And if you lose it, I want to give you guys a secret. My wife, I was working with her on this last night. She flips things that she finds at the thrift store. And I know that sounds kind of weird, right? Maybe it's not weird. But like she's made like thousands of dollars. I watched her like input it into the thing that we got set up for her. Guess what? You can go do that. Guess what? If you lost your cat, you want your 1K, you put your money in, you shoot your shot, you lose it. Doggone it, Jordan, it didn't work. This will never work. I'm going to go back to saving money because by the time I'm 70, I'll have 30 grand in the bank. Doesn't even last you a year. And then you're alive for 20 more years. What do? Go work at Walmart? Let's say you lose your grand. I'm going to keep on picking on Josh. Josh, when you used to do like landscaping and stuff like that,
Yeah.
like what would you charge for like a job? Like let's say like just like mowing, edging, couple $100.
Couple $100.
Couple $100. You can literally go make $1,000 in a day, right? Could you go, or let's say a weekend? Could you, like, I could walk down my street, literally pushing my electric push mower, and you could probably go make $1,000 back if you lost all your money. Does that make sense, guys? So stop hoarding this thing that is insignificant. Money's not even real anyways. So stop hoarding it, for number one. Number two, if you don't have a lot of it, shoot your shot. Number three is if you have some, go buy income. Use your money to buy income. Money and passive income are not the same thing. Use your money to buy passive income. Somebody say that makes sense in the chat. You guys are like, dude, we have no idea what you're talking about. I know you do. And a lot of you guys probably know all of this already. It's just, you just don't do it. I have no issue going all in because I know how to create money. Not the same as passive. There, his camera's over here. Not the same as passive income. I know how to create money. Okay? And I've learned through the past couple decades how to take that money and how to buy passive income. If I lost all my money today, what is today? 21st. Got mortgage due here, a couple weeks. You know, we got Thanksgiving, all of that. You know, I probably would need to generate about 10 grand. That's my monthly expenses, about 10 grand. I could go do that. About $8,000 a month for my mom in assisted living. And that's just one person, you know, like if you're fortunate enough where both of your parents are alive or, you know, live a while, you can double that. All right, guys. Shoot your shot. Go all in. Don't be afraid of losing your money because you probably don't have a whole hell of a lot of it anyways. Use your money to buy income. Remember, just making more money doesn't mean jack shit. Okay? You have to use your money to buy passive income. It is not the same. If you only focus on your income going up, your expenses are literally going to go do this. You will. There's doctors and lawyers and like scientists that like literally make less money or are less financially free than people that make 30 grand a year. Because guess what? Making more money doesn't do jack shit. If you make more money and use it to buy passive income, then that is worth something. Cool? Later, Gators. Thanks for hanging out. We'll be back next week, and we'll rock and roll.